and welcome to my craft channel, or welcome back, I hope. This time I'll be assembling and painting a spring music box. It's a 2025 model. There are 3 music boxes in this series: a birdhouse, a garden gazebo and an ice cream truck. I decided to skip the gazebo because it has a terrifying number of tiny parts. So I've got the truck and the birdhouse, and we'll be working on the birdhouse in this video. In the box we have the instructions, wooden panels and the music box mechanism. Let's look at the panels. On the first one we have the base. On the second one the rest of the base, the birdhouse post, birds and decorations. And on the last one the house itself and the rest of the ornaments. To save time I'll now do a little magic trick, and in a second all the pieces will be cut out. Here I have all the horizontal base parts, here is the house, and here are the birds, flowers, butterflies. Now I will paint the base parts with acrylic paint. I chose a pastel purple. All the base elements will have this color. I'm starting with the top part. Now the legs. The side walls of the base. I also want the same color on the birdhouse parts. Here is one of the column pieces. And now we get the problem of single-sided printing. One side has the lines, the other doesn't. In this case that's not an issue because these are short straight lines in visible places. So I'll just draw them myself with a pencil. Same thing with the second piece. The roof of the birdhouse and the perch will also be purple. I mean that tiny piece. I'm coating it with paint on all sides. Now the roof. I left the column for the last because I wasn't sure how to paint it, which parts will be purple and which white. I finally want to show you something that I missed last time during the Christmas carousel project. So I have a part of the house here. You can see the pattern. I want to transfer this pattern to the back of the house. This is tracing paper, a thin sheet through which you can see what's underneath. Thanks to that, I can trace the pattern with a pencil. Now I can transfer it wherever I want. There is no pattern on the back wall of the house, but I want it there. So look, I flipped the tracing paper over, and now I have a mirror image. See? I placed the tracing paper where I want the pattern to be. Then again with a pencil I go over the lines, pressing it down firmly. And voila! I have a sketch of the mirrored pattern. Now we have the birds, and they again have the print on just one side. Same with the butterflies. And here's the problem, the music box rotates. So what? One side of the bird will have an eye and the details, and the other side nothing? It's sitting there on the rotating platform, it will spin around, and from the other side we'll see a blank bird. Looks kind of silly, right? So how do we make it so that the bird has eyes, wings and all the details on both sides? So again, I take tracing paper, the same one I used for the pattern on the birdhouse, and with a pencil I trace the details of the bird. I lightly mark the outline too. Now I've got all the details of the bird on the tracing paper. And now I flip the bird, flip the tracing paper, line up the bird's outline with the paper. And just like before, I press the pencil hard and retrace all the lines. How does this miracle work? The graphite from the other side of the tracing paper gets transferred onto the wood when you press it down and draw over it. And there we go, the outlines are there. See? Now, so that I don't lose the outlines while painting, I came up with another idea. I will use a sculpting or dotting tool. It's like a stylus with a little metal ball at the end. With this tool, I go over the traced lines again, pressing hard enough to crave the outline slightly into the wood. That way, even when I paint over it, I will still be able to see the edges. And now the bird has two dimensions, it's no longer one-sided. I'll do the same with the second bird, butterflies, flowers and leaves. Little sparrow birdie. The parts I want white on raw wood, I'll first prime with gesso. And look, even after applying gesso, the pattern is still visible, because it's done similarly to my engraved outlines, only this one was laser made in the factory. I'm painting the base on both sides and the walls on one side only, and I remember to paint the edges too. Applying 2 coats of gesso. Removing drips from the other side. Now I will highlight the roof tiles by painting their contours white. The plant pattern on the side panels of the base I will paint with pearly green paint. The tiny heart in the center of the pattern will be pearly pink. Time for the first coat of white paint on the birdhouse pieces. Second coat of white paint. I'm also painting the first round piece white, the one that will cover the music box mechanism. Putting away the white paint and back to gesso, applying it to the circle that will be screwed onto the music box, on the top side, of course. The circle that will hold the house, the one that forms the base for the rotating part, also gets a coat of gesso first. Now I'm mixing paint for the base under the house. I want it green. I'm using pearly paint, metallic paint, a bit of regular acrylic, and a bit more metallic in neutral tone, mixing everything thoroughly. Back to gesso, applying it where I was holding the circle earlier and fixing the edges. Doing the same with the second circle. I don't have to paint the middle of this one because it won't be visible. Priming the last circle too. Time for the green paint, starting with the leaves. Remembering the edges too. Time to attach the music box mechanism, and of course I had to change something. The mechanism I'm using for this one actually comes from the track set. It plays You Are My Sunshine, which is special to me. I used to hum it to myself while grieving for my first dog. I figured it didn't really fit an ice cream truck, but it will suit this birdhouse much better. Applying super glue where the legs will go and attaching them. Attaching the base panels in the same way, alternating them, one with a pattern, one without. The last panel. Now the base cover. As you can see, the circles are already painted. I'm adding a second coat. In the background you can also see the birdhouse with the purple pattern marked. After the paint, I apply glitter on some parts. I'm using a ready-made product. It's a transparent acrylic medium with glitter, sold as glitter paint. Applying glitter to the base as well. Trying to assemble the birdhouse. Since the birdhouse is white, I applied gesso, which means some holes got clogged. Using that same tool I used for tracing, I clear out the hole for the stick. Securing it with glue, fixing paint imperfections, and another attempt to assemble the house. Again, I need to clean out some holes. Assembling the house wasn't easy and took me a while. Then I realized that the roof would be partly visible from the underside too, and I had only painted one side. While at it, I fixed the perch. Applying glitter to the underside of the roof. And to the missing parts of the column and the base too. As you can see, I've painted and varnished the flowers, leaves, butterflies and one bird. I still don't have an idea for the second one. I glued the column to the house. And this is what the house with the roof looks like. Okay, let's get to that second bird. We will see how it turns out. Everything's painted, glittered and varnished. Time to finally assemble the music box. On the green circle I place all the main elements, the leaves, the bird and the house. Placing the first circle on the music box. Attaching the piece with 3 holes to the mechanism. Gluing on the spacer circle. Screwing the circles onto the music box. You do it the opposite way of regular screwing. Decorating the base with small flowers. Gluing flowers and butterflies to the top part of the music box. Finally, gluing both parts together into one hole. And at the very end, attaching the bird to the perch. And this is how the finished music box looks like. I don't know about you, but I really love this combination of white, purple and green. To everyone who made it to this point, thank you so much for watching till the end. Thanks also for the likes and comments. Consider subscribing because another fun project will be coming soon. Bye!